This morning is cold. uh, Today I'm going to talk about property. Not exactly as I thought before, because I want to put things in a way that connects more directly with what I want to bring about. So, uh, uh, and so this is more exactly property and interests. Before I begin, I want to show you something that is I hide my bike's brand because I don't like to the publicity to brands, and I hate that kind of things that always are the mark of the beast. As I said before, brands, symbols like brands. There are several called bars and other things like, for example, aluminium. That is, in this case, aluminium 6061. Do you understand this? This is once again symbolism. You see, aluminium is not something natural. It's fabricated. It's satanic metal. It's fabricated. And in 6061, you see, is well, doesn't matter. What I want to show you is what I did to cover the branch. I hope you see. For paradise and the sign, the symbol here, and here the same symbol, and a child with someone hand, and the child with the other arm on the hair, like asking someone's hands. Give me your hands. You see? Symbolisms. In this case, what do you think? Yeah. So I want to talk about this. Um, as I was saying, interests. Uh, you know, I don't know about the rest of the world, but here there is a concept in court that is the the child's superior interests. That is, they take care things in a way that uh, try to protect children when um, uh, they 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 bring children to court to take care their business, because even when, for example, parents uh, want to protect their children, they don't know exactly what to do and may uh, do damage to their own children. So it's difficult to lead with things when people have their own interests. So parents have their interests, lawyers have their interests, and children has no how to defend their own interests. It's see. So this is an example to talk about other things around property and the interest. So let's see. Here, I don't know once again about the rest of the world, but here, uh, of course, I don't care about anything the system service like history, but they say um, someone uh, put some treated some uh, create some situation in some places where I don't know, king anything. I don't care if it's garbage. Anyways, there are places that are called as baldios, that are lands that cannot be property of no one, nor private, neither government. No one can touch that. Those lands are to be use fruit of everybody, but never property. Well, this system works exactly on the opposite. That's why those lands were created. Well, that concept that's treated or whatever. was created because to defend the land of those interests. So the system has those interests. The system is the usur- usurpator. See, the system does that kind of thing. Uh, does not uh, do anything around the usufruct, but around the usurpation. So always try to do something to get things. Usurpation is is the way of the system. So always try to get things, and so they create ways like um, uh, lead people to some kind of complicity. So put the land as property to people uh, um, accept those this kind of term, this kind of thing, and so being people complicity in this thing, uh, people will accept like uh, being something being natural. You see, so something like okay, God gave the land or what? You see, doesn't matter. This is mine. Until one day, someone took because people are getting ruined, and the big the groups the economic groups, the big ones are taking everything. You see, this is a game people uh, don't understand. Well, so everything the system is a skin. The system is a, a mafia organization scheme. So you can use this term property in many ways, uh, like for example, properties of aluminium. You see, I'm speaking with property. You see, it's a concept. Um, but then there are properties, as we know, like for example, a house, a car, clothes. Uh, so there are things with a reason that is the right reason, like for example the clothes. we need clothes. If I wear some clothes, supposedly, is my clothes because I need it, because I bought, whatever. So a house. Well, if I need a house, you see, I'm not going to rob a house. I construct. I, you see, it's something that has to do with our own needs. Now, the land, it's nothing like that. The land, we need, all need the land. The land is like water, is like the sun, is like the air. Cannot be property, you see. So, if a house uh, must be placed in some land, that has nothing to do with the house. The land is and always will be the land. And so, a car, you need to go anywhere with the car. The land is always the land. So, what this means is we have a compromise, some kind of um, um, contract, some kind of compromise. Anyway, that we can lead with our needs and the others. So here we are talking about the social interest that is not the individual interest, where the individual has their place between the others. You see, so always the land is always something that cannot be uh, private, nor government, nor nothing. Always must be some kind of um, situation that defend every way, every way. So here's once again the human superior interest that is to be defended. The land must be put in a way that is the natural way and not this 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 scheme, this, you see, people are being led to a situation that has um, difficulty to rid of. It's like their own prison. It's See, so people need to wake up, uh, put down their own beliefs to get where they need to get. That is a real consciousness. That is lead with facts to get the reason. So again, I remind you something like you need to consider more than the individual. Like, for example, when you consider something, forget the belief. Think not only as individual, like, oh, this is my belief, this is my theory, this is my jacket, this is my. Well, human being is more than the individual, and if people are thinking like this, is exactly what the system wants. Divide to conquer. You see? So, human being is all the same. Is not here. Is here. You see? There is no one equal. Every human being is different. But this is the body. What the human being is the same as here. You see? So 0, 0 and 1, 0 is what we are. 1 is the matter, is the body. And 6 2 times 0, 6, 0 in the body, and 6 again representing the body 1. 1 because is always unique, you see, and 6 representing always the the number of the atoms that compose the majority of the cells of our body. I told you before, the 3 major components of our body, that is has the cells with 6 atoms, so 666. Well, I told you always also about the major numbers, that is 3, 0, 1, 3, 6, and 9. That's 6 once again, 6. Is more about the body, but you see 6, 0 on the bottom, 0 that represents sex, represents life, reproduction, life. You see, once again, 0 is life, and 9 realization. You see, 0 on the top, is realization. The reason why we live, we, e- the reason why everything is this. Well, and heaven, realization, heaven, the reason, see. And then, once again, living in the right, in the reason, zero. Well, uh, now speaking with property. So, you see, property is a concept. People need to understand exactly what property is. So, here's today's messages. So, I hope you like it, and I hope you share, and I hope you be well. Once again, one for all. Good luck.